go again for another close look at the top of the First Division. Our two matches tonight feature three clubs who were in the top six this morning. West Ham in 6th place, at home to Liverpool in 3rd place, and Derby County in 4th place take on Coventry City. They were important matches with important questions. Would the Liverpool 1-2 specialists, John Toshak and Kevin Keegan, do to West Ham in the league what they'd done in the Cup just 4 weeks ago? And at Derby, where Dave Mackay's men have won more home league games than any other First Division team, people are wondering if Derby can do the double of league and cup this season. Two big games with many big names. And not forgetting our Goal of the Month competition, where Danny Blanchflower is our guest judge for January. He's actually chosen the 8 best goals for you to select from. But let's start the action at Upton Park, where it's been 6 seasons since West Ham have beaten Liverpool in a First Division game. The commentator, John Motson.
A bitterly cold afternoon, but it takes more than the weather to deter the loyal football fans in London's East End. Some of them were queuing as early as 9 o'clock this morning to obtain the last few seats on sale, because at Upton Park, when the temperature is low, they expect to get their warmth from the quality of the football. The pitch is obviously bone hard, although the referee was quite pleased when he inspected it this morning and said that the important thing was for players to choose the right footwear. Most of them, in fact, are wearing either the short rubber studs or else the ridge-type sole on a boot which is used more for training than for playing. Either way, it's going to be hard to get a grip on this and might make turning and recovering difficult. The West Ham team news shows that Tommy Taylor plays number 5, and John McDowell, although wearing 2, will be alongside him at the centre of the defence. And that's important because those two players missed the FA Cup tie 4 weeks ago when Toshak and Keegan caused West Ham so much trouble. At number 11 there, the newcomer Yilmaz Orhan, only 20, the Turkish Cypriot, who made his league debut last week. Bob Paisley able to announce the same side that won here in the Cup. The substitute today is 19-year-old David Fairclough. West Ham eager for revenge, playing from left to right in the white shorts. Liverpool in their change strip of white shirts and black shorts. Bill Neal. Case. Tommy Smith. Liverpool, by the way, beaten only once in their last 19 league games, and Ray Clements wearing the tracksuit trousers in these conditions. Callaghan. Keegan trying to get through. He might now. Looking for Highway. It was Coleman who was in. Now Orhan on the right. Good skills. Here's Alan Taylor. Phil Thompson in the way. Certainly isn't a day for defenders to take any sort of risk. Highway. John McDowell, who was so disappointed to miss the cup tie against Liverpool. West Ham, by the way, haven't beaten Liverpool in a First Division match for 6 seasons. 1969-70, their last win, which was here at Upton Park. What a bad kick, straight to Toshak, who tried the shot, and Day atoning for his error. Toshak had defenders on his back almost immediately, and he's rubbing the left thigh, which has given him trouble in the past, of course. Orhan seeing plenty of the ball and showing plenty of confidence. Finding Brooking. Orhan again. Offside, is he? Yes. Offside, Jennings. Nevertheless, a good West Ham move. Billy Jennings, who had a slight training injury on Thursday, but has recovered all right. Bob He's with the Liverpool manager on the left, the front row. John Smith, the chairman, next to him. McDowell. It was too obvious, and Kennedy saw it all the way. And Keegan puts Highway through. Kennedy is to his right unmarked. And a good shot that hit Tommy Taylor. Lampard. Jennings. Coming to Brooking. Fine try by Trevor Brooking. Emlyn Hughes. Won by Thompson. Here's Keegan. Neal. Toshak in the middle, so is Highway. Still Neal. The header was by Coleman and the clearance by Padden. Good challenge from Kennedy. Neal again. Highway. Well gathered by Day. Straight to Case from McDowell. Highway's going to run through the middle and Day's seeing him. And he was just over his line, Mervyn Day. And that's going to be a free kick right on the edge. Day's momentum carrying him just over the 18-yard line. He had to come because Highway was coming through. And the referee won't allow that. No, it won't be given. Emlyn Hughes trying to take advantage of the quick run from Keegan, but the referee says, I did not give permission for the kick to be taken. So Liverpool thought they'd stolen a march on West Ham, and Emlyn Hughes is left disappointed. Players must get a signal or a whistle from the referee to say that the kick can be taken, of course. He's now making sure the wall is 10 yards away. A shot possibly on here from Case or Keegan. Case. There's McDowell. No challenge though up there on Tommy Smith. Liverpool enjoying perhaps the greater share of that first half, but the fact that defenders are taking absolutely no risks at all on this surface, one reason why there were very few direct scoring chances. So at half-time, everything's still to play for. The snow and wind have stayed away, thankfully, but the going is still going to be very hard in this second half as Liverpool prepare to kick off, playing now from left to right. Now here's Brooking. Oh yes, Orhan did well. And Emlyn Hughes just blocked it, took the sting out of it. Haven't saved it from going for the corner. Orhan shot. Keegan, as usual, working ceaselessly to keep Liverpool going. Case. Callaghan. Tommy Taylor again getting the better of Toshak, but not the best of passes. McDowell's header. And Taylor's clearance, now Callaghan. turn past Padden. It's a throw into Liverpool. As in the first half, Liverpool making the slightly bolder start. Awkward for Day, that, from Keegan. So a corner it is. Toshak gets up, there's Neil! Close thing. Toshak, whose original header really opened the way, and Phil Neal, who'd gone up there, very, very nearly feeding on it successfully. Chase, but Phil Thompson hasn't let anything go by him. McDowell again. Still McDowell, and Keegan was back this time. Holland. Alan Taylor. And again Keegan, the man with the tackle. Keegan, such a good example of the way Liverpool work for each other in defence and in attack. Pressed into a poor kick. This is Brooking. Toshak finds Keegan. Pace has made a run across. Kennedy is also well forward. Still Keegan. There's Neil. Kennedy. Keegan again. West Ham crowding him out, but almost crowding each other out. There's Brooking. Alan Taylor didn't see it coming. Thompson did. Smith now. This is Callaghan. Highway on the touchline. Highway coming inside, and a good effort. Highway just as good at coming inside on his right foot as he is going down the line on his left. And the substitution is going to be made by West Ham. Billy Jennings will be the man to go off, and Keith Robson will take his place. Keith Robson, who has just completed a 4-match suspension, was sent off here against Ipswich at the end of the year. But he's got a good record against Liverpool, and he's got just over half an hour of the match in which to make an impact. And Brooking shoved over, although in fact the man who did the shoving got the worst of it. It's as hard as nails, of course, Tommy Smith, so when he's in pain, you can bet your life he's really feeling it. Help from Frank Lampard. Another example there of the good spirit that this match has been played in, very much akin to the cup tie of a few weeks ago. No ill feeling at all between West Ham and Liverpool, and nothing between them in goals yet either. Tommy Smith all right again. So Tommy Taylor will take the free kick. Away by Thompson. Back by Brooking. Offside given, but play goes on. Tommy Taylor. Holland got one in the face. Here's Toshak. And Liverpool breaking well here. Both Toshak and Highway, and now Case forward. That's for Toshak, and the cover was not on. Oh, what a simple goal. And West Ham have been undone by the man they thought they'd contain. Big John Toshak. So similar to the second goal in a way in the cup match, in that Liverpool got a man over, this time on the left-hand side. The early ball was played through. The defence didn't mark Toshak closely enough, and he had a simple job in pushing it past Day. Toshak's 17th goal of the season, and what a priceless one it might prove for Liverpool. West Ham only too aware that to lose this match could well see the end of their championship challenge. They can't afford to be 6 points behind Liverpool after today, but they're a goal behind to them here. Keegan. Toshak. Alan Taylor finding Brooking. Holland has pushed forward now as well into the box. Up he goes. You've got to hand it to the West Ham crowd. Even though their side have gone a goal behind, they're still giving them every encouragement, although it's inevitable that one or two heads are going to start to drop unless they can get back on terms quickly. Orhan. Padden. Robson. Got past Smith well. Good ball, Alan Taylor. It came very fast at Alan Taylor. He couldn't really direct it as well as he would have liked. But at least Robson has given West Ham a little bit of variety with his substitution. McDowell! Back again by Robson, and it was Tommy Smith who really saved Clements there. What happened there from the corner was that McDowell, number 2, got up superbly, a powerful header, and it really seemed that Clements was beaten, but Tommy Smith was the man that got the ball away, and when it came back, Clements was able to collect it. That was Toshak, this is Keegan. Oh, good effort, and what a fine save by Mervyn Day. Again, the Toshak-Keegan partnership. Toshak heading it on, Keegan bringing it down. A good shot on the turn, and excellent reflexes from Day, because that would have put it beyond any doubt at all had it gone in. This time Taylor beats Toshak. Highway fouled, was he, by Holland? Yes. Turning difficult on this pitch, and that obstruction given there, although Holland shakes his head. Taken by Kennedy. Thompson nearly made it. Toshak did! The free kick taken by Kennedy. Thompson nearly made contact, but it came to Toshak, and that fine shot on the turn was too good even for Day. 75 minutes gone. West Ham 0, Liverpool 2. Exactly the scoreline that we finished with 4 weeks ago. Bob Paisley, the Liverpool manager, can look forward now to his second good result on this ground this month, and to 2 very important championship points. Straight to Keegan from McDowell, paces to the right. 3 in the middle, including Kennedy, who's not marked at the moment. Oh, it's nearly in off Coleman. Highway going in first, but the ball ricocheting off Keith Coleman for a corner. McDowell is still struggling with that injury. He came so close to making it 1-1, but now it's 2-0 the other way. Alan Taylor on the break was fouled surely by Neil. by Taylor. Not a bad ball either, but seen all the way by Tommy Smith. Decision going against Tommy Taylor again. But with 10 minutes left, the points look pretty secure in Liverpool's hands. To Smith. Case. Callaghan. Good header by Highway, but the linesman is flagging for offside against Toshak. The attendance this afternoon, 26,741. A few thousand fewer than the crowd that watched the cup tie, but nevertheless, a good crowd considering the conditions. Keegan doing well. My word, how well he shook off Coleman. He's got support just inside from Highway, and Highway goes past two of them. There's a man on the far post. Toshak! Hat-trick! A second-half hat-trick for John Toshak. No wonder he looks so pleased. Keegan made the running first of all. A fine run by him. Then Highway, going past two players, getting to the dead ball line, getting the cross in, and Toshak on the far post was in no mood to miss. Number 3 for him and for Liverpool, and their supremacy over West Ham now truly complete. A win that's beginning to look very good for Liverpool's goal average as well as for their points total. Lampard. The cross from Robson. Clements, who's had not much to do in the second half, but he's found Highway. John Toshak, by the way, that was his 3rd hat-trick of the season. Forehand, running out of room. And the gap's now almost embarrassing in this West Ham defence. There's nobody on the flank to cover the runner. It's Highway, and there was nobody there. Day has come out, and it's going to come to Callaghan. Tommy Smith's made a run forward. There he is. Hughes. Offside this time against Toshak. Scored 2 hat-tricks before the turn of the year in quite quick succession, John Toshak. So this is 3rd 3 of the season, making his total altogether 19. West Ham down to 10 men now. John McDowell has limped off. The injury just getting the better of him, and obviously the points lost. Brooking. Keith Robson. Oh, he found Brooking in some space. Liverpool was sleeping. But Brooking's missed kick really reflects that it hasn't been West Ham's day. He applauds the pass through, which was good because Liverpool were caught napping, but Brooking failing to take advantage. And West Ham really will be pleased to hear the final whistle, which is 2 minutes away. Toshak plays the return ball, but Keegan is offside. Hasn't been on the score sheet, Kevin Keegan, but he won't mind that as long as the other man, Toshak, is putting them away, which he has so conclusively. Lawrence Brooking. This is Coleman. Did well, Coleman. Case back there. The all-round teamwork of Liverpool, again something to admire, and a man over again. Highway with Keegan going inside free. They still haven't picked up Keegan. They have now, but they haven't picked up Toshak. And Lampard did in the end. Kennedy. And there's Keegan again, and he's onside. 4-0. West Ham wide open. A man short, it's true, but really no cover at all there. Liverpool almost able to score when they please. The ball finally knocked back in the middle for Keegan. And he's on the score sheet as well now, and no wonder the two of them, Keegan and Toshak, look so happy. That came right in the last seconds of normal time. The referee just adding on time now for the McDowell injury and one or two other stoppages. And for the second time in a month, West Ham destroyed by Liverpool, but in particular by Toshak, who scored a hat-trick today, his third of the season, and his ace partner Kevin Keegan, who got the fourth just to rub it in. West Ham will look back on the moment when McDowell nearly equalised, then got injured and eventually had to leave the field. But in the end, Liverpool sustained their championship challenge with an emphatic win, and West Ham's championship challenge, rather like the bubbles their supporters sing about, seems to have faded and died.
Well, no doubt at all about the man of the match there, John Toshak, and our Match of the Day fact finder proved it in figures. Compare Toshak's 6 shots, 4 on target and 3 goals to the entire West Ham attack. 8 shots, 2 on target and no goals. After the match, John talked about Liverpool's championship challenge and his hat-trick to John Motson.
Becoming a bit of a habit, this, John. We were on this same pitch 4 weeks ago talking about how you'd beaten West Ham, and today you seem to have taken a dislike to them again.
That's right, yeah. I seem to be keeping you in the job here.
Well, what about those goals, all in the second half?
Yes, you know, the first half was very competitive, and it was like a cup tie. I felt, you know, it was hard to get going either side, but the first goal, Callie gave me a great ball through the middle, and that forced them really to come out and attack then, and the second goal was one came across. It was just a chance. I hit it and then it went. And by the time we got the third goal, I think they jacked in, you know. In fact, by the end, we could have probably had 6 or 7.
Well, 4-0 away from home, it's made people sit up and take notice of Liverpool again in the Championship after your cup defeat last week. What's the feeling in the dressing room about the title?
Well, I've just come out the dressing room now, and everybody's well pleased with the result. You know, it's been a disappointing week for us this week at the training ground. We were all really sick last week at Derby. We felt we possibly deserved to get a draw, and to go out to the FA Cup's always disappointing for us. But this result today will have picked us up no end.
I must say, experience is a great thing, isn't it? I was thinking today, you know, you're a side that have been through it all before, and there are times in games like this when one thinks that Liverpool have got that bit of nerve that perhaps other teams don't have.
Well, that's right. You know, we're getting to the stage this season now that we really start to enjoy. You know, we're just warming up through till January, February. Now we're just coming into the last 15 games. People said to us last week before the Derby game, this is a big week for you know, you've got a cup tie this Saturday at Derby, and we said, well, what after Derby? We've got another 15 cup ties to play to the end of the season, and we're in with a shout in 2 competitions, and we'll be going, you know, to try and win the both of them.